with meteorologist Chad Evans, certified by the National Weather Association. Weather from where you live.
Well, always occurring during the dog days of summer, Earth is going to pass through the tail of the Swift-Tuttle comet starting tonight, and this is going to last right into, it appears, Saturday night. Meteor showers will be occurring during these times. You'll want to look northeast after 11 p.m. right up to dawn, and the peak looks to be early on Friday morning, where you could see up to 60 at peak, 60 meters per hour here in our viewing areas. You might want to check that out if we can just keep the clouds away, but there will be some storms around and some cloudiness around, so it's going to be a touch-and-go situation to see the Perseid meteor shower this year. Now today, pretty complicated setup. We had a line of storms come through this morning, originated in Iowa, that produced some sporadic wind damage. Now on the outflow of those storms, new storms have formed down here in West Virginia, Ohio, and down into Kentucky, and then they kind of tail back up towards Indianapolis. But what's happening now, we've got a little weak disturbance, talked about this at midday today, that's kind of ejecting into Illinois. And I've noticed as this disturbance has come into Illinois, new storms have started to form in our southern counties and also up here to the north. So this is probably acting as some forcing on some of these boundaries. So bottom line is, in a nutshell, as we get into the evening hours, I do expect some more scattered storms to form. You see Indianapolis, Cicero, building back towards Crawfordsville. We got a shower that's just formed here west of Rantoul. And we've got some showers and storms trying to build towards Warsaw, Rochester, and towards Winnemac this evening. So that bears a lot of watching. Again, as a few more scattered storms this evening. If a few of these can pulse up enough, they could produce a brief damaging wind gust, a microburst or a little belch of damaging wind, very similar to what we had this morning. We picked up some pretty appreciable rainfall this morning as well. Some of the heavier totals, Carroll and Howard County picked up over 1 inch of rain. Boy, it is a very, very hot day, though. Temperatures running in the 90s pretty much area-wide. Those 89 Rochester, 93 Lafayette, 94 at Crawfordsville. The heat index, it feels like 109 at Crawfordsville, 106 in Lafayette. The cool spot, if you will, which is still pretty miserable, feels like 97 at Rochester, feels like 105 at Rensselaer. And a very muggy night tonight, again, some scattered storms possible this evening into the overnight hours, then gradually tapering, some areas of fog. Overnight lows, 75 to 80, a very muggy night on the way. And Futurecast tomorrow, not painting very much, and some of the models are trying to cap everything tomorrow and prevent really any development. But I still feel comfortable with a little boundary in place. I'm going to put a few scattered storms in the forecast for tomorrow anyway, with highs running low to mid-90s, even upper 90s along I-74, and that heat index very high, 106 at the peak heat index in Rochester to 109 Lafayette, Burlington, and it will feel like 111 at Crawfordsville at the peak. Ring of fire pattern is going to hang on until Monday. Storm clusters on the periphery, the big heat wave, but then a cold front will pass through, and it will turn cooler as we get into next week. So some scattered storms tonight, areas of fog. Those storms will taper a little later. Very muggy, mid to upper 70s, 95. Scattered storms tomorrow, Jeff. And it stays pretty stormy and very hot into the weekend, but check out next week.
Yeah, hopefully we can get rid of the humidity as well.
Yeah, boy, Wednesday will feel better. Who would have thought 86 would be cool?
Yeah, okay, it will be, too.
Yeah.
Thanks.